We're going to do a little demonstration here on a weave that I've been working on. I did one earlier yesterday. I'll show you the finished result of that one, and then we'll move on to this other one. Okay, this is the one here. It's called the King. King something, King weave, I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty simple weave. And this one's done with the larger rings here. These one guys here, those are 16 gauge, the gold ones are 18 gauge, and these smaller ones are 20 gauge wire. Okay, as far as sizes of the inside diameter of the rings on the one I'm showing you is, look at my paperwork here. Okay, the larger ones, those larger rings, those are 16 gauge and the inside diameter is 5/16. The gold ones, they're inside there. You see the little gold ones in there? Those are 18 gauge and they're 7/32 inside diameter. And these smaller ones here, those are 20 gauge and 3/16 is the inside diameter. And this is for a 7-inch wrist. So you would need approximately 32 of each of these larger rings, the 18 and the 16 gauge, and approximately 128 of your 20 gauge 3/16. I hand cut all my own rings, so I come up with whatever size I need. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with putting this thing together. Oh, and then on the as far as the clasp goes, see this is a toggle clasp, and say I have 1, 2, 3 rings on the end of it, on this end of it, because you want it to be the length from that ring here that's on your toggle to the end. You want that long, you want it to be that long. That's so it can fit through this here and be able to hook it on easily. So let's see if I can do this with using a smaller version of it. Okay, what I got here is it's gonna be all silver, and this one is the largest ring. The largest ring. That one is 18 gauge at 1/4 inch inside diameter. The next one that's inside of that one is 20 gauge 3/16. And then these small ones, those 4 small ones here, those are 22 gauge at 9/64 inside diameter. Hey Terry. So it's a pretty nice weave. This is a smaller version of it. So with that, we'll see if we can get busy on this. Let me see if I can fix my lamp a little better here. Keeps wanting to drift down on me, so I'm going to lift it up. I think it'll stay put now, maybe. It still wants to sag. Alright, try a different way here. So put on my other jeweler's goggles. And I hope you can see that well enough. Okay, so right here at the end we got this going here. I need to flip this one, those two rings, and move these two of the four rings back to the side so it goes like this. Okay, so at this point, I just kind of hold on to it right here. And all these larger rings and the other, these rings and the other rings over here, these guys are the large rings, and they're both closed. The smaller ones are all open. And these are the smaller ones, are what I'll be using to tie it all together. So you take one of these small ones, you grab a hole like that. I just loop those two, right? So I'll just kind of brace it with my thumb to hold there. And grab one of my larger ones, put it on there. Put the other large one on there. Okay, we'll just let those two hang there like this. So let me take another small one. Grab those two that are hanging down the bottom. Come back up behind the other one and loop it through there. Grab those two. Okay, so we got two of them on there. We need a total of four of these little guys on there. So just grab another small ring. Grab those two. Oop. So we got three of them on there. Grab us another one. our fourth one. Okay, you see them all hanging down there like that? So what you do is you take those two that are hanging on the bottom, you fold them back to where they kind of sandwich on top underneath the other one. Separate those, and then separate these four rings, then grab that one in the back and pull it up. So we'll do that again. Got this one, got those two, got a large one, second large one. It's called the King Scale, I do believe is the name of this weave. There's a different version you can do. Instead of putting four rings here, you just do two. I'll show you what that looks like. So we got just the two on there. Take these two rings on the bottom, flip it underneath, flip it behind there so they're stacked underneath. Scoot those two rings back. And you just got the two rings rather than the four. So I got the two rings here rather than the four. So you do it either way. I kind of like the denser look with the so I reconfigure this thing to get it back to where I can pull this back, pull these side rings back up. I have a little problem with this one. Okay, so now we're back to there we go. Got to scoot this back and raise this up a little bit. And I think more will be in focus. Okay, so we got this going on here. So we got our two. We want four of them. So we just grab us another blue one. Okay, I usually come to the front of it. Come through the front, spin it, and then you can just come right through the back of the other two. So it makes it easy, nice, smooth flow when you're doing your rings. Makes for a nice, easy flow, and it works out well that way. Those come through the front of the first two, kind of flip my ring around here to where I can come through the back of the other two. Okay, now while I see why I got this sitting like this, this is where I'll go ahead and sandwich it. Separate the rings, two on each side. And I'll grab that back one and pull it up. So we'll do that again. Cut through those two, brace it, put on a large ring, put on your second large ring, and we got my two hanging there again. Go to the ring, come through the front. Those two, come around and scoop up the other two. Come back to those again. Come through the front. Come around the back of the other two. So we got three of them. Let's do those two. Spin around, come through the back. And I got them sandwiched there still, right? So I get my four rings together here. And I separate the four rings. And I just pull that bottom one up. And you just continue this process until you've completed it to the length that you want. Large ring, another one. Okay, so we got three of them, we need one more. Okay, so I got that sandwich like that. I'll grab all my four rings, kind of scoot them up in the middle, separate them, grab all that back one and pull it. Something didn't look quite right with that one. But I think it is right. So we'll do that again. Let's fold those two back. Separate my rings. Grab that back one. Under. Yep. This part right here I messed up. See where this one's laying on top flat against them? That one should be, this tip of it should be underneath that one. So that part's not correct. I'll have to fix it later. But anyway, so at this point I'm going to show you how to do a clasp. They should be laying on top of each other as they go. Okay, we're doing another toggle. Just gonna use this one. So at this point, just say we're at the end of our bracelet or necklace or whatever you want to do. And this is how we're going to do our toggle. I just use the same small rings, the smaller ones. So we're going to go ahead and do the toggle end of it. Okay, so there's two rings on there. Okay, you got two rings. Then we're going to go two more rings. Looping on those. See that 2 by 2 right there? Then we're going to do one more set of two, and that's where we're going to put this crossbar on. Open that ring up. Grab two of the rings. And I kind of brace it. I brace it with my thumb so I can actually put that toggle on there. And just slide that on there. Okay, I'm going to put one more ring on there. And this is where you can do either way. You can either come through those last two that you did, spin around, and come right through the toggle. There's several ways you can attach that. So that way, or you could do through your toggle first, and then come up and grab those other two. So there you got the end of it, and see it? As you can see, this end of it, right where that the ring is on the top of this toggle, the length of it is as long as this half of it, and that's what you want. That way it gives it the room to slide into your other piece, which is this one, so that way it can come through there. You pull it. So it gives you that plenty of room to where you can pick it up, poke it back through there when you take it off. So that's how you hook up one of these clasps. It's a simple 2 by 2 by 2. As long as you're along it, that one bar, half of it, is your length is like that, then you got it's usually a 2 by 2 by 2. So that is the gist of that one. And like I said, you can see the difference. This one is much bigger. See how I got this one same here? The length of that. It's just a 2 by 2 by 2. So the difference in size, see if I can hold them together. Obviously, I'm going to fix this other one. As you can see, these are laying on top of each other. So they're cascading up on this side. If you flip it over, it's going the other way. So I'll fix this other one because obviously it's got that set right there is not put in right. See right here. The rings are both on one side, where it should be overlapping. So like this one's overlapping that one, this one should overlap this one, which it does. It's where this one, that next one is tied in. See that? This one here should have been on top of this one. Which is an easy fix, no problem. But just I give you a quick demonstration of how this goes together, and how to hook on a toggle. And on the other side of it, where you hook your toggle up, this is just like this one. It's just 2 rings, and you just tie this on there. These 2 rings. Well, anyway, that's the gist of it. I'm going to get out of here, and you guys have fun. Have a good one.